Have you ever noticed this weird thing where saving your first $25,000 feels completely impossible, but at the same time, you believe, like deep down, that one day you'll probably have $250,000? Not because you've run the math, not because you have a detailed plan, just because it feels like future, you will figure it out. Meanwhile, present you is staring at a bank balance that resets to near zero every month thinking, where is my money even going? If you've ever thought, once I make a little more, then I'll start saving, but somehow that moment never arrives. Yeah, this video is for you.
My name is Zach, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people struggle to build wealth even when they earn decent money. If you're someone who wants to save and invest but feels stuck living paycheck to paycheck or constantly starting over, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're breaking down something that messes with almost everyone's financial life. Why $25,000 feels impossible, but $250,000 somehow feels inevitable. And once you understand why your brain does this, fixing it becomes way easier than you think. This isn't about income. That's the first assumption we need to challenge. Most people think, I don't have $25,000 saved because I don't make enough. But data tells a very different story. According to the Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances, a huge percentage of people earning $75,000 to $100,000 per year still can't cover a $1,000 emergency without stress. So clearly, something else is going on. And that something is psychology. Specifically, how your brain perceives small goals versus big future outcomes. Let's talk about $25,000. On paper, that's not an insane number. If you saved $2,100 per month to 12 months $1,050 per month to 24 months $525 per month to 48 months, very doable, mathematically. But emotionally, $25,000 feels heavy. Why? Because it's close. It's close enough that your brain starts asking uncomfortable questions like, what do I give up this month? Do I really need this vacation? Should I stop eating out so much? Why does this feel like punishment? Your brain hates short-term sacrifice with visible pain. So instead of starting, you delay. I'll do it next year, after this bonus. Once my expenses calm down. Spoiler, they never calm down. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Ask someone, do you think you'll have $250,000 someday? Most people say yes. Why? Because $250,000 lives in the vague future. Future you earns more, is more disciplined, magically spends less, has everything figured out. Your brain treats that money as someone else's problem. Psychologists call this future self-disconnect. Studies from UCLA show that when people think about their future selves, their brains respond as if they're thinking about a stranger. So of course, $250,000 feels inevitable. It's not your responsibility today. The hardest money you will ever save is the first $25,000, not the first $250,000, not the first million, the first $25,000. Why? Because you don't have momentum. You don't have investment returns helping. You feel every dollar leaving your account. Progress feels painfully slow. Let's look at real numbers. Imagine two people. Person A never saves. Person B pushes through and saves $25,000 by age 30. Both invest in a basic S&P 500 index fund averaging 8% annually. By age 50, Person A invests $500 per month starting at 30. Person B invests $500 per month plus the original $25,000. After 20 years, Person A, approximately $295,000. Person B, approximately $425,000. That one, early $25,000 created a $130,000 difference. Same income, same contributions, different starting psychology. Here's the brutal truth. Your brain treats saving money the same way it treats loss. Behavioral economists call this loss aversion. Losing $100 feels about twice as painful as gaining $100 feels good. So every time you move money into savings, your brain screams, we're losing options. But investing isn't loss. It's delayed gratification. The problem is your brain is wired for immediate survival, short-term rewards, visible outcomes. We're basically running Stone Age software in a digital economy. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds nice, but my income just isn't there. Look, income matters. I'm not pretending it doesn't. But here's the uncomfortable stat. According to Bureau of Labor Statistics data, the average household increases spending by 90 to 100% of every raise within a year. That means most people don't save more when they earn more. They just upgrade their lifestyle. New car, better apartment, more subscriptions, more convenience. So waiting for income to fix your savings problem is like waiting for motivation to go to the gym. It rarely works. Lifestyle drift is sneaky. It doesn't feel irresponsible. It feels deserved. You work hard. You've earned this. It's just a small upgrade. Until one day you're making more than ever and still stuck at zero. This is why $25,000 feels impossible. Not because you can't save it, but because your system isn't designed to protect it. Let me say this clearly. $25,000 requires intentional behavior. $250,000 benefits from compound systems. Once you cross that first threshold, investments start contributing. Progress becomes visible. Motivation increases. Identity shifts. You stop being someone trying to save and start being someone who has money. That identity shift is everything. Think about pushing a car. The hardest part is getting it moving. Once it's rolling, you're not pushing nearly as hard, but it keeps going faster. Money works the same way. $0 to $25,000 equals pushing uphill $25,000 to $250,000 equals gravity helps. But most people quit right before momentum kicks in. All right, let's get practical. Here are 5 actionable steps you can apply immediately. 1. Stop using willpower. Willpower is unreliable. Automation is undefeated. Set up automatic transfers, automatic investing, automatic increases when income rises. If the money never hits your checking account, your brain doesn't feel the loss. 2. Shrink the goal. Don't aim for $25,000. Aim for your first $1,000, then $5,000, then $10,000. Your brain needs wins. Progress beats perfection. 3. Separate your money physically. One account for spending, one account for saving, one account for investing. Mixing them creates temptation. Out of sight works shockingly well. 4. Anchor saving to identity. Instead of saying, I'm trying to save money, say, I'm someone who pays myself first. Language matters more than people think. 5. Make the future feel real. Actually visualize future you. Research shows people save more when they write letters to their future self. Look at age-progressed photos. Attach goals to specific outcomes. Vague futures don't motivate action. Here's the final insight. The reason $250,000 feels inevitable isn't optimism. It's avoidance. Your brain is postponing responsibility. Once you realize that, you can flip the script. Make $25,000 boring. Make it automatic. Make it inevitable. Because once you do, $250,000 isn't a dream. It's math. Look, nobody accidentally builds wealth. But a lot of people accidentally stay broke. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because they never set up systems that protect their future self. If this video helped you see money differently, even a little, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more no-nonsense breakdowns of money, psychology, and building wealth without the fake guru stuff. And ask yourself one question today. What would change if $25,000 stopped feeling impossible and started feeling inevitable? I'll see you in the next one.